The government will increase value-added tax refunds for the period April to September 2022 at a cost of $1.6 billion. This from Minister of Finance Colm Imbert as he presented the mid-year budget review in the House of Representatives on Monday. He also listed where additional revenue will be allocated. Mahalia Joseph-Wharton has more.
Minister of Finance Colm Imbert said the increase in value-added tax refunds will go a long way in assisting businesses with cash flow.
The revenue figure for value-added tax is a net figure. So in the revenue documents presented in this House at budget time and at the closing of accounts and so on, the figure for value-added tax is the gross receipts of VAT minus the refunds. So once you accelerate the refunds, the VAT revenue total, the net total, decreases.
He said the decision to increase the VAT refunds was made based on revised revenue figures as a result of increased revenues from higher oil and gas prices and a general recovery in most sectors of the economy. As it pertains to GDP, Minister Imbert said the 2022 budget projected an overall fiscal deficit of $9.095 billion or 5.81% of GDP. He said an overall deficit of $4.754 billion was projected for the period October 1st, 2021 to March 31st, 2022. The finance minister said this was based on the preliminary data available to government in September 2021.
However, I am pleased to report that instead of a deficit of $4.754 billion at the end of March, as was expected, based on revenues received and expenditure incurred, the government has actually recorded a surplus of $654 million, some $5.408 billion higher than the projected outcome in the first 6 months of the fiscal year.
He said the country's overdraft is at 49.8% and the country's debt to GDP is at 72%, which is 15% less than estimated in the budget. Additional revenue will go to reduce the budget deficit, make a payment to the Heritage and Stabilization Fund, pay arrears to utility companies, pay gratuities, social welfare payments, negotiate collective agreements with unions, fund road repair and desilting programs, and continue fuel subsidy. Minister Imbert said the over $3 billion supplementary appropriation for fiscal 2022 will affect 29 heads of expenditure. He said the funds will be sourced from the Consolidated Fund as well as from borrowings if required. Mahalia Joseph-Wharton, TTT News.